Good morning and welcome to Year 4 Maths. You're with me, Miss Dowley, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to minimise me. So I'm just saying hello now, and then I'm going to just minimise me to make things a little bit easier when I'm moving around. So let's start off by putting the small date and underlining it, and then putting the learning objective. I can count forwards and backwards to 30, and I can recognise dice patterns and underlining that. So how far can you count forwards without missing a number? Off you go, pause the video so you can have a try. How far did you get? Okay, try the same backwards. Pause the video. How did you do? So today what we're going to look at is practicing counting forwards and backwards to 30. So we're going to use this number line here and we're going to point to each number as we count. So we're going to start at 0 and we're going to count all the way along. You do it first and then I'll do it with you. So first of all, pause the video. Now let's do it with me. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Okay, now you're going to try counting back from 30 to 0. Have a try on your own first. Pause the video. Now have a try with me. Here we go. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Were there any numbers you found tricky as you counted backwards? Maybe number 29, or number 20, or perhaps number 12. Practice both of these a few times and then try it without looking at the number line. If you find counting backwards more difficult, keep practicing this. The more you practice, the easier it gets. So some numbers don't quite fit the pattern when we count. And two of those numbers are number 11 and number 12. The names for these numbers can be really confusing as they do not fit into the normal pattern. So we just have to learn these two numbers from memory, and we have to remember where they fit into the number sequence. So if we look, we go number 10, then it's number 11, then number 12 and number 13. So they sit in between 10 and 13. So today we're going to have a look at recognizing dice patterns. I'm going to show you a dice pattern for 2 seconds and then cover it, and you have to tell me how many there are. You ready? How many spots were there? How many do you think? Let's have a look. Yep, you were right. There were 3 spots. Now we're going to try it with this one. How many spots were there? Let's have a look again. You were right, there was 1 spot. And what about this one? How many spots were there? How many do you think? Yep, there were 5 spots. Was it easier or harder to count how many there were? Now try this one. How many do you think they were? Let's have a quick peek. Oh, how many were there? There were 4. And what about this dice? Yeah, what do you think? How many were there? Have a quick look. There were 6 spots. How did you find this one? Which of all of those dice that you've just looked at were the easiest to remember with just a quick look, and which were the hardest? And I imagine that number 5 and number 6 were the ones that were harder to recognise. Dice patterns are really important. And you do need to be able to recognise these up to the number 6. They're used in lots of different things like dominoes. So have a look at each one below. Can you label how many spots are on each one? Pause the video now and have a try. So here are 6 blank dice faces. Can you put the dots onto each in the right pattern? Check you can remember from each dice in the previous slide. Pause this video while you have a go. How did you get on? Here are mine. If you didn't get them quite right, have another practice until you can remember each one. So at home, you could try playing some games that use a dice. That will help you to become really familiar with what a dice looks like and the different faces. So I've put a game of snakes and ladders on here that you could try, but there are other games that you might have at home that use a dice. Happy playing and happy remembering those faces of a dice. Good luck.